You observe how 99% of people live their lives. They wake up, they're sleep deprived, they're depressed, they have to go sell their soul to someone who doesn't give a fuck about them and they don't give a fuck about. They go sell their soul for 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 hours shit, and they come back, they're super tired, they can't even enjoy their life. They talk about wanting to build things, wanting to progress things, wanting to develop themselves, wanting to develop other things for their lives, but honestly, they don't have the fucking mental bandwidth. They just can't be bothered. And it's this constant cycle of wake up, hate your life, go sell your soul for 80%, 90% of your day, and then be too tired to do anything to escape out of that. Now this is like the rat race, right? This is the trap they try to keep you in. This is what the programmers have instilled in your mind. Here's the thing. The programmers want you to live that way because they don't want you to be you. And the problem is that if they keep keeping you in this like black and white, this like slave paradigm where you are doing what they want you to do instead of you doing what you want, you're gonna keep being cooked. Like, you know that you are meant for more. You know that you have like this call to make art, to make music, to make films, to write poetry, whatever your art is, whatever your calling is. Whatever that thing that God has put on your heart, you have that thing inside here to give to the world, that you want to give to the world. But you're not. You're just not. Because you're too busy worried about what other people are telling you to do. And because you're always too busy worried about what they think of you, you want to do what they tell you to do. The problem is, if you think how they think and you do what they do, you're going to have the life that they have. But that's not what you want. You want more. You want greatness, you want excellence. You don't want to just have whatever. You know, like recently my grandfather came to visit Georgia. My grandmother, her sister lives down here, so they came down to visit. My grandmother and my grandparents, they came down here. And these are like my grandparents that I basically grew up with, my mom's parents. My parents were basically not together my whole life. And so I grew up a lot of the time like going back and forth, you know, between dad and my stepmom, and then living mainly with my mom or my grandparents. And so, you know, like my grandfather, he was talking to me, and this is like the man I've spent like a lot of time with. Like most of my life, my grandfather has been the man of the house that I lived in, you know what I mean? And my grandfather's a plumber. He's been a plumber for the last like 35 years. And he's, you know, been trying to put me on to like, you know, getting into trade the last couple of years. And I just can't be bothered because I'm a fucking artist and I'm a philosopher and I don't want to be a tradesman. You know what I mean? And we were talking the other day. He took me out to the store when we went shopping. We went on a shopping spree. I got hella new clothes. I was hyped. But basically, he was talking about like, oh yeah, Jay, like, you know, I think you'd actually really like being an electrician. It's not dirty work. You know, electricity, like the trade thing, like his argument was like, especially like with AI, like there's so much potency, there's so much value in like having like the skill of a trade, because you're always gonna have work, right? Like people are always gonna need plumbers, people are always gonna need electricians. Like AI aren't really gonna do those jobs until we, you know, create robots that can do those jobs, but that'll take, you know, longer, right? That future isn't, you know, soon enough. But, you know, it's like I was hearing that and I was honestly considering it more than I ever had. But after I started looking into like, okay, well, if I want to do like an apprenticeship, it's going to take like 40 plus hours a week to get that apprenticeship for 5 years, it said, or some shit like that. And I was like, hold up, bro. These motherfuckers want 40 plus hours a week of my life for 5 years so I can get an electrician like apprenticeship, and that isn't even the thing I actually want to do with my life. It's like I'm going to be putting most of my time into something that isn't actually the main thing I want. It would just be like the side thing I want to do for money. It's like, fuck, man. I'm thinking about it and it's like, yeah, I mean, it sounds good because money good. Money would be good. Money nice. I like having money. You know what I mean? Being broke is kind of whack. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, like, I don't think taking 40 plus hours of my week away from like my art and like my sanity, like my ability to not be depressed and enjoy my life, I don't think that's worth it. You know what I mean? And you know, like if I had this mindset of like, oh yeah, well, make money good, right? So let's just do it. That is how most people think, right? Most people, like most people, would see my lifestyle and be like, Jaden, go get a fucking job. And I understand that. But it's like, bro, when I have a job, I more often than not feel like I am taking away from actually giving my gift, which is like speaking, it's telling stories, it's teaching people, guiding people, right? And if I'm not doing that, if I'm not putting as much energy into that as possible to build that to the place where it can give me returns financially, then like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I want to be putting as much time into making my gift the thing that pays me financially. And so it's like, anything that takes away from that is a distraction. And so it's like, I'm going to be putting most of my time into something that's supposed to be a side, like it's supposed to be a plan B. This is why a plan B has always been so stupid to me. People say, oh yeah, go to college, have a backup plan, do this trade, have a backup plan, except your backup plan takes most of your time. How does that work? How does your backup plan of going to school and getting a degree, which takes like, I don't even know. I don't know. I never actually went to class when I went to college, but like, how long does it take to like study and go to class? Like probably like 40, 50, 60 hours a week, right? Like, bro, that is not some backup option. That's your main thing. What are you talking about? People treat the thing they actually want to do like the backup, and they treat the backup like the main thing. The main thing should be the thing you're putting the most time and energy into. That should be your art. That should be your philosophy. That should be your self-mastery, your gift. Not the backup option, not college, not some dead-end job you don't give a fuck about, not something you just want to make money. What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, my arm's getting mad tired, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done a fucking outside video in a minute. And so since I'm like, I have this mindset of like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this taking away from my art, I don't even think it's worth it. I've kind of been in this place of like, ah, man, I don't think I actually even want to do this like electrician apprenticeship thing. Because like, I just want to be a fucking artist, dude. I just want to make music and write poetry and make films and write fiction and teach people stuff on the internet. That's all I want to do. And like, that's what I'm good at too. So it's like, why would I do anything else? Money good? Money very good, of course. But in my opinion, you should never put money over like your actual enjoyment of life. Because like, what is money for? Money is for like survival and living, right? Like money is so we can actually live life. Well, the thing is, if you're only having money so you can like survive, you're not actually living, right? You're not thriving, you're surviving. You're not actually enjoying life, loving life, you're just existing. And that's whack. No one wants to just exist, bro. That shit is trash. Just existing, no good. We want to live. We want to love life. We want to enjoy life. And so you shouldn't be like just conforming to the things that people are telling you to do. If you don't want to go to college, don't. Tell your parents, I don't want to fucking go to college. Right? If you don't want a fucking stupid ass 9 to 5, don't get a stupid ass 9 to 5, right? Do everything in your power to build that business, to do the art, to make what you actually want to do reality. That's going to take time and effort though. You got to put that shit in. And so if you know you're meant for greatness, like, why are you not giving it? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I grew up, like, I have like YDC, right? Like, my name is YDC Damon. YDC is my brand, business, but it's also my brotherhood, right? Like, I grew up with the YDC members since fucking 3rd grade, 7th grade, bro. I've known these fools, you know what I mean? One of them, his name is Mir. I've known this motherfucker since 1st grade, bro. This motherfucker came into my elementary school, right? He was like the new kid on the block. He wasn't there in kindergarten. And I was in like the top reading group, right? This motherfucker came into the reading group, right? And I was like him. I was like number 1, number 2. Bro tried to come in, take my number 1 to number 2 spot. I'm like, hold up. This nigga's wildin', bro. And bro was trying me not in just reading, but in math too. I was like, oh, this nigga's wildin'. Right? Bro, I'm a competitor, bro. You know what I mean? And so we started having this rivalry, right? Me and Mir. And it blossomed throughout elementary school. Eventually in like 6th grade, we were in class together again. It started picking up. But eventually we got to high school and we like started becoming like super tight. We were really boys. And all throughout like our careers, me and Mir have had like that competition, that like rivalry mindset. And it pisses me off, bro, because Mir like makes music and he can talk so good. Like, this dude should be this dude needs a podcast as well. But he just isn't really grinding. He's not really building. He's not really working for it. And last week, me and my dog, my best friend YDC Ghosta, best friend, biz partner, right, who I do Young Dream Chasers with, me and him, we were talking, and then we hit up Mir, and we were kind of yelling at him. We were like, bro, Mir, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, dude, like, I said this to Mir, I'm like, dude, Mir, you and Marcus, that's another one of our guys, like, you guys piss me off the most out of all the niggas in YDC. There is 11 people in YDC. There's 3 of us who are actually doing shit, making shit happen. Me, YDC Damon, there's YDC Ghosta, and there's YDC Huncho. And then there's Sano, that's Mir, and Steez, that's Marcus. They be bullshitting. They both make music, they both could do a pod. Steez actually dropped the first episode of his pod. I gotta tap into that, but they be bullshitting. They don't really be on it. And I'm like, bro, y'all niggas piss me off the most because y'all got the most to give. Y'all got the most potential, and I've seen it. I've seen this shit for a fucking decade. For a decade, I've seen y'all niggas' potential, and I've seen just how much y'all got to give to the world, and you're not giving it. That shit pisses me off, bro. Because y'all know y'all got it to give. You know you got it. Y'all see these other motherfuckers be out here streaming. We've all seen it, right? This is why we made YDC. We would see these phase motherfuckers and be like, what they got, we don't got. We see these sideline niggas, these AMP, I said sideline, sidemen, these AMP niggas like, what they got, we don't got. Nothing, bro. Except the fucking balls and the hustle. That's it. That's it, bro. And so it's like, bro, fuck all the bullshit, bro. If you know you got it to give, if you know you were meant for more, why the fuck aren't you doing more? Why the fuck aren't you giving more? Man, fuck all this pussy ass shit, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit, bro. I used to be in the same like mentality of like, oh, man, I'm so scared of, oh man, but what if these people judge me? What if they say this? What if blah, blah, blah? What if, bro? What if any of that should happen? So what if they judge you? So what if they don't? So fucking what, bro? Honestly, so what? Like, at the end of the day, like, bro, at the end of the day, you have one life to live. Why aren't you using it? Like, you're just sitting here existing, just going day by day, living a fucking meaningless existence that the programmers have told you to live so you can keep being a building block in their pyramid scheme. Do you want that? No. You're an artist. You want to give your gifts to the world. You want to give your art to the world. So fucking give it, bro. Stop. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Stop bullshitting yourself. Go make that fucking song. Go write that fucking poem. Go make that film. Go do whatever. Hit record and hit that fucking upload button. Just do the thing. Stop saying you want it and start doing it. All right? I don't want no comments under this video talking about, oh, it's so motivational, so inspiring, Kaden. Yeah, I'm gonna do some shit tomorrow. Shut the fuck up. If you don't go do some shit right after this video, you're a fucking pussy. I don't care. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. My arms hurts. My name is Jaden. If you don't know anything about me, I'm a mystic, I'm a philosopher, I'm a polymath, I'm a healer. It's my mission to help as many artists as possible live their most free and authentic lives by helping them understand who they truly are, helping them express who they truly are. That's what we're about over at Masters of Alchemy. If that mission resonates with you, I'd appreciate if you join our movement over here on YouTube. And when you're ready to become a master alchemist, take your journey to the next level, come join us over in our school program, Master of Alchemy. Do it today, be better for it tomorrow. Stay devoted, stay inspired, baby.